many countries did you go to?
I went to 13 countries total. So I went all through the States. From Los Angeles, I went to Japan, Korea. Let's see if I can get them all. Japan, Korea, Cambodia, Laos, Thailand, India, Romania, or wait, sorry. India, Romania, Italy, okay. Germany, Netherlands. No, that's not right. England. That's 10.
I'm missing 3.
Yeah, but we jumped around like we.
In the United States.
The States, yeah. So that's so 2 more.
What country was most surprising?
I don't know, we went to 13 countries. I don't know. The most surprising, I don't know if it was, I don't know if it was because I was coming from my bad run in India, but I really loved Romania. Romania was great. I love Europe, and I've never been to Eastern Europe. So Romania was great. And I think the biggest culture shock for sure was India for me. That was crazy. But at that point, going through Southeast Asia, I was kind of used to it. But Cambodia was another one where I had a really great time in Cambodia, and the people were just great, and we went to some really great places. So that was a surprise because Cambodia, when you get there, you don't know what to think of it. It's like either you're super rich or you're super poor. There's no middle class, you know. So luckily, I got to hang out with some of the upper class, you know. So I think that was pretty great. I mean, but you go to this great restaurant and you walk outside and there's, you know, just chickens and cows and, you know, people sleeping in the streets next to their garbage. It's just crazy.
What was the most difficult thing to eat? I mean, you said you like to try everything.
Yeah, I didn't have that much trouble eating the food because I eat everything. But the worst thing I ate was at the Tsukiji fish market in Japan. I ate this, it's raw octopus. It was soaked in its own guts, you know, like marinated in there. And it was like a hot day out. And like you picked it up, it was like there was this egg on there. So it was a little piece.
The little piece,
yeah.
Not the whole thing.
No. It's like, you know, like when you go to the mall and they have little appetizers for you? That's what it was. They're like, come buy this. And you ate it. And I was like, about to throw up. So it was great for the show because I kept running around and grabbing everything, you know, because they wanted you to buy it. So we ate some sushi there, though. It was like incredible, you know. So, I mean, everything else was great.
What was
for
the
most
best
part.
dish you had?
Again, I'm biased. I think Italy, you know, with my family, and just I love like wine and like the fresh, like the, you know, the Italian lunch meats, you know, like the cured meats, prosciutto, and then the cheeses. So that's like my favorite anywhere I go. So having that with my family was, you know, I was spoiled.
Highlight
So
of
that
the trip?
again,
Yeah.
you know, seeing where my mom was born in Italy and having Jordan come there too, and it was just all together the best stop for me. Even though, I mean, I saw some amazing things I would never see anywhere else, and I could always go back to Italy, but in all around the way I was feeling it as a whole, Italy was my favorite.
Do you think you'll ever go back with your mom?
I want to go back this summer, but she's scared to fly. I gotta like
Oh, they have drugs.
tranquilize her,
Yeah,
like
no,
like
they've got
BA.
drugs. Just pass out. She'll be good.
I know. I mean, I want her to, and her family's there, you know what I mean?
Right.
So,
Well,
I don't
you've
know.
already made that connection. You know, you can go there. You have a place to stay. And
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's her family, so, I mean, I think she should, you know, but she just needs a kick in the ass.
What does she think about your travels? Has this been hard on her?
She
or-
can't believe I did it. You know, she's like, both my parents are like in shock that I did that, you know. But my grandfather had like a travel bug. My grandmother definitely had it. A lot of these places where I visited, my grandmother actually visited. And in one episode, we kind of featured that.
Is
Like,
she still alive?
no, they both passed away. It's going to be 3 years now in December.
I'm sure they're watching and are proud. I mean, that's got to be amazing.
Yeah, it was because, yeah. I mean, we featured one episode where I was at the Big Buddha in Japan. I don't know if
saw
you saw it.
pictures. I didn't see that.
And I
episode.
stood in kind of the same spot where my grandma did, and they did like a side by side. It was pretty cool. So I remember just going to my grandmother's house when I was young, and like there'd be like 10 pictures all over the wall of the pyramids or whatever it was, and it was all over the world that she visited. You know, so I think I always had the travel bug. I always wanted to travel, but I could never afford it, and
Right.
I don't know how this happened for me to do it for free. You know, so
Blessing.
yeah, definitely.
How soon after Big Brother did you know that you were going on Amazing Race?
Well, I guess I could let the cat out of the bag now. When I found out we were on Amazing Race, we were at the fish market down here when I was visiting here. So we were walking
Really?
around, we were walking around, and I'm like, I'm gonna get this guy to throw that salmon at me. You know, when they play
Yeah.
catch. I'm like, I'm gonna get him to throw. I'm like, hold on, it's the producers from Amazing Race, and I was gonna talk to him, and they're like, you guys are on Amazing Race. We're like, oh my god, and I'm like, don't worry about that fish right now. And we're just so we were here, when they called us and told us. So it was right after.
Wow.
Yeah, is that letting
now
out a
I'm
bit?
like
Did I say
flashing
too
back.
much?
I'm like, you guys were in a good mood. Went out for sushi. We had a good time.
Well, that was then you let us go like on our own for a little bit. Remember
Yeah.
we went shopping and stuff.
Yeah.
So when we came back to do that show, we knew we were on Amazing Race.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I mean, that was what, a week after Big Brother?
I think it was a little bit longer than that.
Was it?
Yeah, because we went. How did that work? We went to Vegas, then we went to.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Back to Los Angeles. Then we came up here, right?
Yeah.
Because we were jumping all around. So I remember we had a bunch of stops to do, but then we went because they were in the finals, like, you know, for the teams when we got off of Big Brother. So then we went and auditioned because they're like, you guys want to audition? So we went in and auditioned for everybody.
That's why you went back to LA.
Yeah, to audition because they didn't
Because
just put
from
us on.
Seattle we flew you back to LA, and I
Yeah.
thought that was weird.
Yeah.
Oh, it all makes sense now. Where are you flying from here?
Here?
Yeah.
We're going to Vancouver.
What's going on there? Is there producers up there? What's your next show? What's going on, Jeff?
No producers up there. No.
They do shoot a lot up there, though. It's cheaper than shooting
I know,
in the States.
yeah. They shoot a lot of Chicago stuff up there. But now Chicago they passed some law that now they shoot all that stuff in Chicago, so that's good for me.
So why are you going to Vancouver? You won a trip, right?
The trip that we won on Amazing Race. We
Okay.
came in first, the first leg of the race, and this is what we won. Because the whole Olympic thing was going on last year in Vancouver, so they're
Yep.
trying to pump it up. So we won the trip to Vancouver with a couple of Whistler activities involved. So,
Awesome.
yeah, we're gonna go. We were supposed to go do the what do you call that? The skeleton, you know, where you go down on the ice. So we were supposed to do that, and some guy died last year doing that. But they're not going to send us down 200 miles an hour, you know what I mean? So we were going to do that, and then they're like, that's too. So they called me. I'm like, so actually we're emailing back and forth. That lady wants to kill me probably because I emailed her so many times. So I'm like, so what are we gonna do? Like, that's too dangerous. But you can't. But you guys could totally go cross country skiing and shoot the targets. So I'm like, oh, that's a lot safer. Yeah, so me and Jordan don't know how to shoot, so we're going to be skiing. I don't even know how to ski with guns and stuff, so that's great. I'd say throw us down the ice.
Can
it's
we
better.
please follow you up there? This would be amazing to shoot.
Yeah, so that's going to be hilarious. We got that, and then we got this snowmobile thing set up. So we
That'll be
snowmobile
fun.
like to restaurants, and then through like, you know, wherever, and then we go to the restaurant and everything's taken care of. So we have 2 activities to do for that.
Don't drink too much on the snowmobile. That can be dangerous. We used to do that back in
I
Iowa,
think we're
making stops.
no, I think we're
and,
with a
like,
group and stuff. You know, there's like it's what do you call it? It's supervised, so
Okay.
it's not like me and Jordan renting skis and just going. It's all like it's part of this package that they have
Yeah.
because we got to pick 2 activities. The other one was whale watching, and that's not available, thank God. And we got to do this instead. You know.
Yeah, that's probably better because the whales, they track them where they're at, but you don't. It's not always guaranteed.
But what am I gonna do out on a big rainy boat? Hey, look at that! It's like a big rock. Let's get back to shore.
Good point.
Yeah.
So you found out right after Big Brother that you're going on Amazing Race. What was the first country you guys went to? You left
From Los Angeles. We started in
Okay.
Los Angeles, and I'm trying to remember now
I
too
know, it's
because
so long
everything's
ago.
been happening. So the first leg was you had to get. We started in downtown at this park in Los Angeles. You had to get there with the help of public transportation,
Okay.
and in Los Angeles nobody takes that. So that was
Right.
the first challenge. So we had to go there, and then we went to Chile, to Santiago. Because
Yes.
remember Jordan said, I'm like, I need 2 tickets to Chile, and she's like, China. And she didn't even know where we were going. I can't bash her. She's not even here yet. But, but yeah, so we went to Chile. I know we went to Chile, and that's when we won. We won in Santiago. That was our first stop. So we won. That's when we won our trip, and then it seemed to just go all downhill after there.
What do you mean?
Well, exactly what it
bickering?
sounds like. No, the bickering. It was. I held on for a while, but it was definitely something that you don't want to do, like with your partner. You know, especially me. I'm super competitive. Okay,
Yeah.
and Jordan's not at all competitive. So we had to find like a medium. But while we didn't know that about each other, I mean, we kind of did, but not to the extent of each other's like that. I'm like crazy, and
Right.
she's like not even existent. So.
Well, in your guys' relationship, I mean, you hadn't experienced real life for that long together. I mean, you hadn't gone out to the movies. You hadn't
Exactly,
even driven
yeah.
together.
And we were all in that hamster cage, you know?
Yeah.
So it's not even like we really, I mean, we were pretty much knew each other because we were the exact
Right.
same people, but yeah, it's still nothing like where you go home and there's no cameras on, you know? we're still the same people, but it's a lot different, you know.